Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the practical, that is to find out the measurement of frequency and phase by CRO. Measurement of frequency and phase by CRO. Okay. Now for this our objective is to find out the unknown frequency and phase of using CRO. Okay. Using CRO. Now this is the theory. This is the theory with respect to CRO. You can go through it when Lissajous pattern is being observed on CRO, when you will have simultaneously X and Y plates it been used in XY mode. Lissajous pattern is being observed when you will have same frequency and X and Y mode. In both X and Y mode in CRO you will find out the Lissajous pattern. Okay, so please go through this small theory. Now we will go through the measurement of frequency, that is the first part of the practical, and we have to construct this circuit. Okay, we have to construct the above circuit. In above circuit you can see we have used AFO, that is this one, that is audio frequency oscillator, and we will also have the unknown frequency source, that is FY. The first one is Fx, that is the audio frequency oscillator, that is been given to the X channel of CRO. Remember, this is been used for the X channel of CRO. Let me show you the connection. So let me show you the connections. Okay, this is audio frequency oscillator. This is been connected to the output terminal. You can see this wire is connected to the X channel. Okay, this is the X channel. This is the X channel. This is the X channel. Okay, this is the X channel going to the X channel of a CRO. Okay, that is connected to this AFO, and you will also have another unknown frequency source signal generator, another unknown frequency signal generator over here, and that is been connected to this and this is connected to, you can see this is been connected to Y channel of a CRO, Y channel of CRO. Okay, this has been connected to Y channel of CRO. Okay, this unknown frequency source is connected to Y channel of CRO. Okay, so this is all about the connections. Now we'll perform the practical. So for the first reading, what we have to take is we have to keep the frequency of Fx, that is the known frequency, that is you can see this is the Fx. Okay, that is we have set to 533, near about 533.7 Hertz. Remember, this is Hertz, and we have to set the unknown frequency of this generator. We have to set the unknown frequency that is been given to the X channel. Let me show you that that is been given to the X channel. Okay, that is given to Y channel. We have to adjust the frequency of this function generator in such a way that we will be able to see a Lissajous pattern. Okay, we will be able to see just a one single loop in Lissajous pattern. This Lissajous pattern is not stable. Actually it has to be stable, but it's varying with respect to some distortion in the AFO. So we can see that on the tangential of this or x-axis we will be just having one loop. Okay, we just have one loop. If this is one loop, then we have to write number of tangential points nx is 1, and this is also 1. On y-axis also it is 1. So using that we can find out the frequency of unknown source. Okay, we can find out the frequency of unknown source Fy. Okay, similarly we have to change the frequency of Fx in such a way that we will be able to see two loops over here. Okay, so let me change the frequency and we will be able to see the two loops. So for the second reading, what we have to do is we have to adjust the frequency of this X channel. Remember, this is the Fx. Okay, this is Fx over here. We can see this is the Fx. We have to vary the frequency of Fx. Okay, we have to vary the frequency of Fx. For the second reading, we will vary this frequency in such a way that you can see that, just a minute, let me, okay, you can see two loops, okay, two loops are seen on x-axis. This is y-axis, this is y-axis, okay, this is x-axis. You can see two different loops are there on x-axis, okay, to study this practical. So this is the pattern for which we are getting the two loops. Number of loops are 2 on x-axis, okay. So over here what you have to write is number of tangential points on x-axis is 2 and this is 1, okay. On y-axis it is 1. You can see on y-axis it is still 1. We have two loops forming on x-axis, okay. One is over here and another is over here. On upper portion also one is over here and another is over here, okay. So this is for the second reading. For the second reading you have to take a 2 and 1 and again you have to find out the frequency. 2 by 1, then you will get the frequency, okay. You have to note down the fx, okay. This is for the second reading. So over here I have adjusted the frequency of fx in such a way that you will be able to see 3 loops on x-axis, okay. So 3 loops are there. You can see 1, 2 and 3, okay. This is 3 loops and y-axis still you will have 1. So this is 3 loops, 1, 2 and 3, okay. Yes, this is more stable. This is more stable. 1, 2 and 3 loops on x-axis, okay. So now you have to write n of x, that will be 3. This will be 1. So this will be 3 by 1 and it will be 3 times, okay. So then you have to find out the frequency of mean. Then you have to find out the mean of that frequency, okay. So this was the first part. This was the first part, that is the measurement of frequency using CRO, okay. So these are the readings of the first part and you can see the circuit. You can see that they have kept at 50 hertz and that's a lot of nx changing. Ny is constant for first 3 reading. For fourth reading they have changed the y-axis also, but we will not consider that. We will consider for the first 3 readings. You can see number of tangential points are 1, 2, 3 and you have to take the average of that and you have to find out the average frequency, okay, that is 50 hertz, okay. So this is all about the first part. Now in the second part we have to measure the phase, okay. So for measurement of phase you have a different circuit, okay. You have to connect this circuit. Remember, you need to have a one capacitor, one resistor and audio frequency oscillator and CRO, okay. For the second circuit in the measurement of phase, you can see X channel is connected in between the terminal of capacitor and resistor and another is been grounded. Y channel is connected to the AFO and capacitor and another is grounded, and you have a variable resistance. Remember, this arrow indicates it's a variable resistance, okay, and you have a AFO. So I have already prepared this circuit to show you and you can see the circuit is connected over here, okay. This is the resistance, this is the capacitor, this is the AFO and this is, okay, CRO. You can see, I will show you the connections also. You can see this AFO is connected to this is capacitor. You can see this is the resistance box, as you all might be aware of that, and both the channels are connected in such a way what it has been shown in this circuit, okay. Now after this is the procedure of the second part. You can go through it. Connect the series combination of resistance and capacitor and AFO and you will obtain a Lissajous pattern, or you will obtain an ellipse on the screen adjusting the AFO frequency. Note this frequency value, okay. So you can see that we have 793 or 790 hertz of frequency and we are able to see a Lissajous pattern, okay. This is nothing but Lissajous pattern, okay. Let me adjust the frequency. Okay, This is I have adjusted the frequency. So you are able to see a very good Lissajous pattern. Okay, yes, this is very good Lissajous figure. Okay, this kind of figure you will be able to observe, and you can see we are getting very good Lissajous ellipse or pattern, okay, by adjusting the frequency. Now what you have to do is you have to find out this A point, this B point, this A dash point and B dash point, okay, in order to measure the phase of the signal. Okay, we have to find out A, B, A dash and B dash using this normal, using this normal, using this normal. Okay, so in this figure you have to make a normal on the screen. Okay, that is, you can just adjust the position of the Lissajous figure by adjusting the CRO knobs. Okay, yes, and you have to find out, you have to measure this OA distance, OA, OB, AB, AB dash, AB dash. Okay, you have to measure this. Now what you have to do is, after measuring, you know the value of resistance. This is the value of resistance, that is 1 microfarad. Okay, you have to use the value of resistance, capacitor. You have to use the value of resistance. Sorry, this was the value of capacitor. This is the value of resistance, the amount of resistance which you have been taken out, that is 200, 150. Then this is, let me show you, this is 20 and this is 1. Okay, so depending upon the value of resistance you will get the Lissajous, this ellipse. You have to note down the value of resistance, you have to find out OA, you have to find out OB, then A dash, B dash, and using this formula you will be able to find out the phase difference, okay, and theoretical phase difference. Okay, you can find out the phase difference. Now remember, this is the O point, this is A point, this is B point, this is O point, this is A dash and this is B dash. So over here you can find out that in center you will have O, this will be your A, this will be your B, this will be your A dash and this will be your B dash. Okay, you have to measure this distance with respect to the CRO. So that is your first reading. That will be your first reading. Now what we have to do is, they have shown us the repeat the experiment for another value of resistances. Okay, we need to repeat the experiment, we need to repeat this practical with another value of resistance. Now let me show you that even if I change this one resistance, you will be observing that the Lissajous pattern is changing. Okay, so let me connect this 200 ohm. This is the 200 ohm I am connecting over here, and you please try to see, to try to observe the difference in the pattern. Yes, the moment I inserted the resistance or moment I changed the resistor, okay, you can see there is a sudden change in the ellipse or sudden change in the pattern. For this, again you have to note down this OA, then OB, then OA dash, then OB dash from the figure. This will be O, this will be OA, this will be B dash, this will be B, this will A, this will be B dash. Okay, and using that, again you have to insert those things on this table and you have to find out this value of phi. Okay, you can find out the value of phi. Now let me show you the practical reading that is been performed by one of our student, that is the value of 1 microfarad, and you can see the value of resistance. Okay, with the change in the value of resistance, the Lissajous pattern is changing and OA, OB is also changing, and they have calculated the phi, the value of phi. Okay, using this. So this is the practicals reading. Okay.